Hi, I'm Caitlin. Welcome back to my channel. Here we talk about business, life as an introvert, and how to seize your opportunity for success. Today, I am breaking down probably the program that has made me sane or kept me sane for the last 2 years, and that is ImagenAI. ImagenAI is an AI editing software, culling and editing software for photographers. And if you don't know, I own 2 photography companies. We shoot combined about 60 weddings per year, and I don't outsource my editing other than sending it to this AI software. So I edit everything. I don't have a private editor. And so with 60 weddings per year plus sessions on top of that, that's a crazy amount of editing, as you can imagine. So this program has kept me sane with my editing workflow. It has given me my life back and kept me from hundreds of hours that I would just be spending with my laptop editing and editing and editing. So before we dive into this video, go ahead, head down to the description below. I have left you a link to get 1,500 free edits from ImagenAI. And if you're anything like me, I'm an overshooter, but that's like 2 whole weddings, right? And I deliver a lot. Maybe it's like 3 or 4 weddings for you. I don't know. If you only photograph sessions, maybe that's like 10, 15, maybe even 20 sessions that you could deliver and edit completely for free just by clicking that link down below. Ready to get started? Let's dive on in. Insert video intro thingy here. Okay, so you can see that I am sharing my screen now, and I am going to walk you through visually my entire ImagenAI workflow process. So my editing workflow starts post-session. I grab all of the images off of my SD card and put them into a raw files folder on my hard drive. You can see that I have that raw file folder up on my photo mechanic right now, and I've already pre-selected some images that I want to deliver as sneak peeks from this wedding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my Lightroom Classic app. It's already, I love Lightroom, but I'm not going to read it right now. I already have a catalog for this video up. And this is something that changed in my workflow whenever I started using Imagen. I used to have one Lightroom catalog for every single year, and I would keep the entire year's worth of work in that catalog. Now I use an individual catalog for every wedding or session that I do. And I like this because, one, it helps if one of my catalogs gets corrupt. I'm not losing an entire year's worth of work. But then also within ImagenAI itself, a single catalog is going to be quicker at finding everything and uploading everything. So I use an individual catalog, a separate catalog for each wedding and session that I use. And I set up, I wonder if I can move myself to the other side of the screen. There we go. I can set up all of my collections. I have a collection set for the Smith wedding. That's not this couple's name, but just for example's sake. And then within that collection set, I have a bunch of different collections. This blog images is a smart collection. It's set to automatically populate anything that I pick flag within Lightroom. So I can press P, that's going to put a flag on the image, and it's going to auto-populate into my blog images because that's how I tag my blog folder. And then I have a separate collection for every single section of the day, and a sneak peek collection. So I dump all of the images, which I'm going to do now. So I'm going to move this down. I'm going to Control A and just drag it into Lightroom. And that's going to bring up the import tab, and I'm going to add that to my all collection. I'm going to move myself to the other side of the screen. We're playing ping pong or something. So it's going to go into all. That way I can see everything that I have imported, and I can manually populate into whichever sections that I want. And it is going to I copy all of mine as DNG files, so it's going to put those copies into my Lightroom folder for this specific catalog. So I'm going to press import. It's going to take just a second to populate those 6 images in and convert them to DNGs. There we go. We are done. I don't know why this one says that it's a 1 star, but they should all say 5, and they should all drag and drop right here into sneak peeks. Okay, and then also I can say that these are portraits. I can say that this one, I didn't mean to click on it. This one is reception, and we're going to exit out. We're exiting out because I'm going to go to my ImagenAI app, and ImagenAI won't let me upload anything if that Lightroom catalog is in use. I forgot the word for a second. It won't let me import or edit anything if it is in use. So I just went to this Create Project button down here, and it pops up this window to choose your project workflow. There are 2 options. One is to cull and edit your photos. And then the second option is to edit your photos or start from step 3. This is what I do. ImagenAI has an amazing culling software that works great for a lot of people. The reason it doesn't work for me is because I'm very picky and I go through all of the images that the AI has culled. And so that time that I spend making sure that they selected the images that I would want is just, it's a better use of my time to do it myself the first time and instead of going through images multiple times. I also over-deliver, so it doesn't make sense for me to like cull it down further or anything like that. But this step, step 1 and 2 is the culling. So step 1 is the AI system culling for you. Step 2 is it is you uploading like which ones like you're keeping and kind of giving feedback on that. That works great for a lot of photographers, not for me, and that's totally fine. So we're going to start from step 3 here. I'm going to quickly tag it as a wedding. That's not super important, but it takes 2 seconds. Now, it's going to ask you to choose a Lightroom Classic catalog. You can drag and drop it into here. You can click this browse in order to find it on your hard drive or on your desktop. My favorite part is to just click this My Lightroom Catalog button. It's going to give you a drop down of all of the recent catalogs that you have opened within Lightroom Classic. And here right at the top is the catalog that I just used. So we are going to show catalog content by folders or collections. I do collections because I like to see what exactly I am importing, and you can see anything that I have populated folder-wise with collections, images into those. You can see they are showing up here. All of the other collections that don't have anything in, them, they are not showing up here. So that's easy peasy. I'm gonna click sneak peeks for this video. I could select all because it's basically the same thing. I click sneak peeks when I'm editing sneak peeks because I will eventually put more images into the all collection, and if I for some reason haven't uploaded my final images to Imagen for it to fine-tune, I feel like it could get a little like wishy-washy in terms of like which images am I uploading, which ones am I not. This makes sense to me. I'm sure it doesn't matter. I'm going to name this project ImagenAI video just for the sake of this video. If I was editing a wedding, I do year, month, I'm gonna do the day that this video is being released, and then date, and then Smith wedding or whatever wedding it is, and then I do either sneaks, or if it's the full gallery, I do full. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to put ImagenAI video. Sneaks. Okay. It's going to ask you to choose your AI profile. For me, I have my own profile and it says CSC because I have 2 brands. My other brand is called CSC and we just edit with the same profile. I don't do cropping, I don't do straightening because for me, I like to go in and tweak it. So if I'm tweaking it anyway, I might as well just do that myself. Subject masking is great. I tried that whenever it was in beta form. It does not match my style specifically, so I don't check that. I'm going to make sure that my editing status is clicked to not edited. That way it's only editing images that are not edited. Because if I've already edited them, I don't want them to be edited again. They can rate, they can edit any star rating. They can edit any label. If there was a label for green, green is my edited label. So if I'm done editing those images, I check them as green, and I would uncheck that here just as like a double precaution, to make sure that like edited images are not being edited. And then they can edit any flag. I'm going to go ahead and click upload. This is going to be easy peasy. It's going to send that. And yeah, it's already sent over. Okay. And then the second block right here is for high resolution photos. ImagenAI just did a cloud system, so it's going to upload those images that I just sent for editing up to the cloud, just in case my hard drive were to crash. Knock on wood that it doesn't. It's up in the cloud for extra safekeeping. So you can see that it is in the editing process right now, and that step 1 and 2 is that culling and reviewing that we just talked about. It's going to keep circling for just a second while we wait for the AI system to edit, and then we'll review, fine-tune. I will say, while we're waiting for it to edit, you can see right here my archived projects is 265. So I really have used this for 2 years. I have almost 300 archived projects with ImagenAI. This is not something that I just downloaded for the sake of this video. This is something that I have used religiously for the past 2 years. It has saved me so much time. It has saved me so much money if I would have outsourced to like to a different company. So this is not something that I am just trying. And there it is, all done. Okay, so it's showing that we're going to download 6 photos. We're going to download the edits. This is just a pop-up saying, hey, if you have anything that's edited, downloading these edits is going to replace any of the edits that you've already done. I don't have any, so that doesn't matter. And we're going to open the Lightroom catalog, see what it did. Okay, it's going to bring us back to that same catalog. And my images are populating. There we go. The only thing that I don't like about ImagenAI is that it takes my Canon profile off whenever the images come back. And I think that it leaves kind of like a dark corner. So I've created a preset on, I don't know why I haven't changed it, but it's called Untitled Preset on this laptop. And it's just going to put that Canon profile back on. Now you can see it's done a pretty good job at editing the way that I would edit. There are a few little tweaks that I would do. One is just straightening and doing any cropping, but of course I didn't do that originally. I didn't ask the AI system to do that. Secondly, they always get my greens just a smidge bit wrong. They're a little bit vibrant, but this was also in full sun, so I'm not quite mad at that. Okay, and then for Caitlin Wilcox photography specifically, I turned down the vibrance just a smidge, but I don't do that for CSC. So I do that. I purposefully shot this one to be in black and white, but I am going to crop that in just a smidge. Love that. This one looks good. Let me crop in just a smidge bit here. This one looks great. I'm just straightening that horizon line. This one looks really good again. I'm going to bump down the vibrancy and make those greens a little bit more film-like. Bump down that exposure like 1. And then this one is pretty good. I'm just going to straighten that horizon line, which again, I did not ask the AI to do. So these little tweaks are mostly my own fault. Okay, there we go. I go back to my library. I make all of those green because now they're edited, and then I would select all, export them, and then upload them to CloudSpot. That way I can ship off their sneak peek gallery. Now I'm going to close out of this. We're going to go back here and we're just going to click upload final images. Now it's showing 0, and it's showing 0 because I didn't ask it to edit any green labels. So now that they're green, I'm just going to click that you can read green images. We're going to upload this final edits and they're done. And it's going to tell me that I don't need to fine tune my profile because I just did recently. And we're done. That is how easy it is to edit with ImagenAI. And all of those edits, they costed me, I think, 4 cents a piece, maybe 5 cents a piece. So it was less than like 30 cents. It might have been 30 cents to edit all of those images. So it's really affordable, it's really quick, and it's really accurate. And you can tell, like, I could have delivered those as is. I like to tweak them because I'm really picky again, but it is so crazy accurate for the price and for the speed. It has saved me so much time. It has saved me so much sanity, especially during busy season editing 60 weddings a year. So I hope that you will go down to the link in the description and grab that link for 1,500 free images or free edits for your images. So I'm gonna pop back over to the YouTube studio. So there you have it. That is my complete ImagenAI workflow from start to finish. And I hope this helped you get a little bit of a rundown of what ImagenAI can do for you. Now, this video is not sponsored by ImagenAI. I've just used them personally for the past 2 years and I absolutely love it. As you can see by how many archived projects I have in my app. So like I said at the beginning of this video, if you want to try ImagenAI for yourself, and I highly recommend that you do because it can change your life, go ahead and head down to the description below. I've left you a link for 1,500 free, absolutely free edits from ImagenAI that can edit 1 to 2 weddings, maybe more, a dozen sessions probably, so you can really get a feel for how this will fit into your own workflow, how the AI system can edit to your style, and really get all of those fine-tuned images in there. So I will see you next time right back here on my channel for even more tips and goodness. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think, or what other videos you'd want to see right back here on my channel in the future. We'll see you next time. Let's go carpe diem this thing.